The hitman hastily pulled down his pants, feeling utterly ridiculous. He could only grab some paper to clean himself up. This was the second most humiliating thing he'd ever experienced, and the first had just happened moments before. As a top-tier hitman, Ace always abided by his principle, never kill women or children. But during this assassination, his stomach had been acting up from bad food the night before. When he pulled the trigger, his hand trembled, and he accidentally shot the woman standing next to his target. Even with this mishap, a top hitman always had a plan, at least that's what Ace thought. When his organization called, he immediately lied to his boss. But the boss had already seen through the surveillance that Ace had taken down a woman. To cover his tracks, Ace lied again, claiming the target was actually a transgender person. The boss wasn't stupid, he directly accused Ace of killing the wrong person. But Ace insisted he was innocent, going so far as to blame the client for sending the wrong target photo. Determined to fix his mistake, Ace quickly readjusted his position for a second shot. But what happened next was beyond absurd. Before he could pull the trigger on his gun, the trigger behind him went off first. Ace was completely devastated. Just then, his boss called again to demand answers, but Ace was too busy cleaning himself to answer. He wiped his butt while pretending to drop his phone in panic. What he didn't know was that his ridiculous antics were all being broadcast live to his boss via surveillance. Desperate to stay clean, Ace took off his soiled pants and threw them away. All he wanted was to drive home, change clothes, and come back, but his car wouldn't unlock. Ordinarily, he'd flirt with a passing beauty to ask for help, but without pants, the woman immediately took him for a criminal and ran away. Humiliated beyond words, Ace had no choice but to carry his gun and dash down the street, hiding in an alley. Watching from the sidelines, his boss finally couldn't stand it anymore and decided to go fetch him to deal with the mess. Ace knew exactly what would happen if he went back. He'd be mocked endlessly by the younger hitman. To save his dignity, he made a bold decision. He smashed his phone, sat on the ground, and prepared to use the last bullet in his gun to end the embarrassment. But this only led to an even bigger farce.